Hi, beautiful divine soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at how they are thinking and feeling about you right now. We choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. You may choose more than one pile if you feel guided to, or if you want to check the energies of another connection. I also have a list of other Love Pick a Card readings that you may choose from if you want more information. I just want to say thank you so much for the likes, comments, and donations. It's truly a blessing. I love hearing from you. I love sharing stories with you. It's one of those things that your wisdom makes me stronger, and hopefully my channel messages makes you stronger in your life. And I love everything about my career that I chose and that kind of chose me. And thank you for shining a little bit of your light this way, and hopefully I can shine a lot of light and love back to you. So please enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile 144 with the emerald. Let's see what your person is thinking and feeling about you. Let's start with their thoughts. Queen of Earth, flipped out in reverse. All right, so the thoughts are that your life is so messy and fabulous. Like it's chaotic, but it's fun. But they're worried that they won't be able to kind of keep up with you or understand how you really work, or maybe they can do it for a day or two, but they can't imagine having a relationship with someone who has the kind of schedule that you do. You're a very busy person, or the way that you go about your day, it's organized in your own way, your own unique way, and they don't know if they can fit in with your schedule, fit in with your lifestyle. So they've been thinking about that recently a lot. I worry about us a lot. Okay, so yeah, there we go. They believe that you are living a life that's authentic and true to who you are, but they really do not do well with new types of living, new kinds of schedules. Like, I think they're the kind of person who needs a lot of time to kind of add something new into their life. And so they're a little worried. It's not like something extreme right now, but the thing is, I feel like one of you has really strong feminine energy and the other one has very strong masculine energies, and there's potential to work really, really well together. And I see that from like the 144, the 7, and the 33. Because the two of you are so unique and live a life like authentically who you are, there's potential, like if the two of you work out, that it would create magic, that you two would be like a kind of power couple and very unique. But it's very scary because you are very you and they are very them, and it's gonna take a minute to figure out how you two can make a compatible, harmonious life together, you know? I imagine you naked, okay? What would help is, what does help is that you two are very good in bed together, or have very good sexual chemistry, physical chemistry. So no worries there. They do have thoughts about that. And yeah, no, like, so they're kind of in this kind of weird place where they're like trying to imagine a life with you. Like, yeah, you're a very firm person, you're very, very strong individual, very unique. You have a lot of talents or skills or different like unique attributes that makes you and totally interesting, and like you can captivate a room. But I don't know if they're kind of fully on board with that yet. Like in their mind, it's kind of still like kind of scaring them off a little bit, because they can't really see the way forward, like how the two of you would like you're a powerhouse and they're a powerhouse, like how the two of you can build a singular house. It's I'm even like getting this kind of like perplexed energy. It's very like, how do we push forward? Like, I don't even want to tackle this. It's just so overwhelming for them. Okay. So, what are their thoughts about you? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. They feel like your chaos and their chaos would leave you both broke and out on the street. Like, they just feel like I think only one person can be crazy in a relationship, and we're both kind of wild and imaginative and creative and bigger than life, have bigger than life personalities or goals and dreams or talents and skills. So it's like I get this, like, I shudder to think about our future, because like they really feel that you two would drive each other insane, and with no one being the responsible one, or never being able to figure out how to budget together, even though you guys can do it for yourselves. It gets kind of messy, and they like I'm getting like shudder. I shudder to think what our friends and family like life would look like, because I don't know. I'm getting that they're so nervous that the two of you would just break each other. 6 of Swords. They are trying to like run away. They are very sexually attracted to you, and they do desire you in that way. But I'm getting that they're not really listening to their intuition, because if they did, they would see that this is a really good match, and it's not a bad thing that the two of you are very unique. In fact, it's a very miraculous thing. It's the one of a kind kind of thing that the universe would be like really wanting out of the two of you, out of like for humanity kind of thing. Like I'm getting from the universe, like I live for this. I live for connections like this coming together. And so they're really not listening to their intuition. They're listening to their ego, their shadow self, the part of them that's scared. They're very scared. They're very, very scared that the two of you would drive each other into the dirt instead of high in the sky. Okay, so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Tower. Yeah. They feel like you would bring this chaos into the world and burn it down. That's lovely. That's okay. 10 of Waters, but in such a happy way. Oh, wow. What powerful combo here. The Tower card and the 10 of Water. And I love the color combo, how they match. 10 of water, like extreme happiness and overjoyed to be with each other, the happiest you can be in life, but you would burn down their life. I don't know if they're ready for that. They're like, this person is going to come into my life like a hurricane and burn everything down, but they would make me so truly happy. Oh God. Soulmates. Yeah, see? But I feel like we're meant to be. Who cares if we're out on the street? We would be so happy together. But at the same time, it's also their fear. Oh my goodness. How do they feel about you? Comfort. I love how there's like a little bit of pink here in the 10 of water. In the flowers, in the 3 flowers, and there's 3 flowers here. The pink flowers, almost the same color. They would bring such comfort, you would bring such comfort, stability, and security into their life. And they know this. An extreme amount of happiness. Be each other's perfect soulmate. But they see you as this like Tasmanian devil just running into your life and knocking everything down and having to start from ashes and growing a new life. And that scares them a lot. So how do they feel about you? I'm speaking through song. So I'm getting from them like the energies that when the cards come out this way, I feel like your energy, the viewers, is here and their energy is this way. So all the cards are coming out this way. So I feel like they're picking up a lot from you. They're taking in a lot of your energy. They're taking in a lot of your fears and desires and dreams and wishes and communication and visions and desires and making it into their own. I feel like this person's integrating their energies and your energies into theirs, and at the same time kind of slowing down the process because they're in complete fear mode, runaway mode, not in their intuitive, receptive mode. But they're hearing songs that remind them of you. Everything, like almost every song that they hear, it like reminds them of you. You really have been by my side. I see that. I do cherish you for that. They really do love you or see that there's potential for great, like grand love here. I've been hurt by love before. Yeah. It's a lot of their fears are coming up. I'm getting from spirit. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it. They're just gonna have like all these like deep-rooted fears come up because you are mirroring that in them. You're always in my dreams. I'm confronting my past. So it comes to the point where if you are nonstop coming up for them, they kind of realize they're gonna have to do something about this. If you keep coming up in their dreams, they keep getting reminded of you of every song, like almost every song that comes on for them. They're like, okay, I have to confront my fears, confront this hurt from past loves. Like, you know, I'm gonna go down with the ship. Like they keep thinking they're gonna sink, and you know, at least we'll be happy together, even if we, you know, whatever happens. live from a place of light. So I feel like this is you encouraging them. You are coming up for them, like whether you're in little to no communication, if you've just started this relationship, just started dating, or have been together for a very long time, they pick up so much of your energy and they make it, like they take it in and they really absorb it. You might be encouraging them energetically or, through communication, like about living a life that's more authentic to themselves, like feel into your heart. What does your heart say about me? What does your heart say about our relationship? Like you encourage them to kind of listen to their intuition and be the best version of themselves they can be. And they really, really take that to heart. Okay, one last message about how they feel about you. Comfort. You're stronger than you feel in this very moment. And the good thing is, like, with all your encouragement and all the energy that you put towards them, it really does encourage them, support them, and make them feel like courageous and that they are strong enough to take on whatever happens and trust and love, trust in this connection with you, trust you and trust the divine and trust themselves. And that's like the greatest gift you can give to your partner, to the universe, and to yourself. So, wow, what a powerful reading. I kind of knew with a number like 144, but I never assume. And this was powerful. I would love to know what your thoughts are if you believe in divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames, or something of that sort, because this is like a very powerful reading. All right, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 369 with the rod Calcite. Let's look at their thoughts and feelings about you right now. Let's start with their thoughts. What are they thinking about you right now? Messenger of Earth. Okay, so they're thinking about some long-term situations with you right now. They're thinking about maybe taking their time. The Fates in reverse. Okay. They're like, if this is meant to be, then it'll meant to be. They're really ready to take their time. They're like, if this is meant to be, we will see. I just wish things were different, but it's in reverse. So I do feel like they like how things are going right now, and I feel like they want to kind of keep it the way it is and kind of very slowly move to the next level. They're like, if I get signed, or if things work out at work or with the home situation, then if things fall into place, then it's probably fated, and then I'll walk through the door. I feel like they just think like an opportunity is going to present itself to level up this connection, and they won't have to do any work for it. They just have to kind of do the bare minimum, like whatever they're doing now. So just to let you know, that's their mindset right now, which is like so false. Like, yeah, you some parts are fated and destined, but like you have to do the work. It's not just gonna magically appear. Listen to your heart. I feel like, okay, so they think that you would tell them, yeah, just listen to your heart. Just do what you think is right. Follow your intuition, follow your guidance. They think that's what you would say to them. But I think in reality, you would be like, no, you have to figure out what is next for us, and we should take steps or something like that. Because I feel like they're being too passive. They're being too lackadaisical. They're definitely taking their time, going very slow, not really putting effort into it because they think everything will just fall into place. Like that's how they think love works, or that's how they think relationship works. That's how they think like relationship goals happen. And a part of it is like when you two are on the same vibe, like yeah, things work out, but that's because you did the work to figure out what you two want, you know? And sometimes, yeah, opportunities just appear, but it's because you two put in the work, whether it was like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, somehow put in the intention, put in the effort, made steps towards those goals, and then things sometimes just work out magically. But the way this person's thinking, just right off the bat, like just the energy I'm picking up from them, they no one gave them the memo, you know. Do you even see me that way? 2 7s. I feel like because 1 7 is in reverse, I feel like it's just going in circles. Like I feel like this connection is just going in circles because they are kind of stuck in their own pattern. I'm getting. Let's see what that pattern is. What is that pattern that they're stuck in? Knight of Cups. Okay, so they stepped up. They did the thing. Like I feel like when they have the potential to be romantic, they know when they need to kind of step up and do something for the connection. So they are like a go-getter. They are someone who like steps up to the plate when they need to. But I feel like they don't think there is anything after where the two of you are for a while. So they're not really stepping up to the plate. And that's kind of I think the assumption a lot of inexperienced people in relationships assume about relationships, that like once you ask the person out, or once you become boyfriend girlfriend, or once you become husband wife, or whatever the situation is, that you have to stop putting in effort into the relationship, that you stop evolving the relationship, growing the relationship. And doesn't mean like you have to do it every second of every day, but like yeah, you have to have goals and then work towards those goals, right? Or the relationship stays stagnant and things don't move forward. So I feel like they don't think that they need to work on the next thing, because like that's not going to be around for a while. Okay, so what are some other thoughts that they're having? Okay, off the table, 10 of Cups. They feel like, yeah, in the near future, you two will be very happy together, happy home, extremely overjoyed. They don't know how it's going to happen, but they think it's just gonna like pop into their life miraculously. The magician, yeah, like magically. Oh no. I feel like they need like a rude awakening. I feel like they need like someone to sit down to them and give them like the birds and bees talk, but in regards to like relationships or marriage or something like that, because it might be that they have relationship experience, but I feel like most of them that you're connecting to don't really, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because that means they probably didn't get the opportunity to learn bad habits in relationships, but that doesn't mean that they didn't learn any good habits either. So it's like something you can work with, something that the universe can work with. Yeah, I'm getting like movies and shows, like they pick up what they know about relationships from movies or shows or something. Okay. Page of Swords. they're a little bit naive. They really think that, like, you might say like, oh yeah, like that's okay, we don't have to do this year, or we could meet the parents later, or we can think about having children later, or we can think about moving later, or we can think about combining you know our finances later, or paying off our debts later, or you know moving in later, or something like that. Or whenever you're ready to talk about it, like, I'll be here. I feel like you're being a little bit nice, because you don't want like to seem like an overbearing partner, that you're really cool, chill, laid back and stuff like that. And so they're really picking up what you're putting down verbally, but they're not really sensing that behind those words, what you actually mean is, hey, yeah, I would love to talk about our future now. I just don't want to come off desperate and scare you away. And so I'm just going to sit here quietly and patiently until you get the million hints that I'm dropping like every day. you know. Okay, so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? 7 of Fire. I love that there's a unicorn on 7 of Fire. They love that you fight for who you are, I'm getting. Like, you fight for a lot of things in your life, like to have the life that you have, to be the person that you are, to have the style that you have, or to have the personality, or whatever. Like, I feel like there's a lot of unique characteristics you have, and about yourself and about your life and about your views, and they love that about you. Milk and honey, yeah. So this like beautiful rainbow reminds me of this 10 of Cups. They feel like they're in dreamland with you, which is probably why they don't want things to change, because they love life with you just as things are. But I am getting this kind of feeling like you may have this vision of this like perfect future, this kind of idealistic life, very heavenly, utopian. But they feel like they already have that with you right now. That's so sweet. That's so, so sweet. Okay, so how do they feel about you right now? You influence me in ways no one ever has. Yeah. Because I fell on the "do you even see me that way?" and the 4 of Swords. I feel like they think about like, what do they even see in me? Like, why do they like me? Like, I don't know. And maybe if you do give them compliments, they like replay it in their minds over and over again, and they like can't get over it. They like love the way that you see them, because it opens up their mind. Like, they never saw themselves that way, and they never thought anyone else would see them that same way. Or you might appreciate things about them that they appreciate about themselves, but no one else really notices, and you notice. And they love that, from like the littlest details to the biggest things. Like, you notice who they truly are and appreciate them for that. And I feel like they don't have that many people in their life that see those unique talents and skills and parts of their personalities that other people don't seem to see, or probably look past it or something. I've been thinking about proposing to you. Oh my goodness. This whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. Okay. So I do feel like sometimes they aren't just like such heaven with you that they're like, let me just do it now. Let me just ask them to marry me now, or whatever it is, like the goal that you have, the next goal you have in mind for the two of you. Because you brought it up. You definitely brought it up. But you're just like, oh, we could talk about it some other time, or yeah, whenever you're ready to talk about it, or like you're being a little bit more, or trying to be more calm about it, or like that you're easygoing about it. But they do think about doing it sooner rather than later. Because you know how sometimes you just feel like so in love with someone, you just want to do a crazy grand act of love towards them. They sometimes feel that way about you a lot, I gotta say. And then other times they're like, everything is great the way it is. I don't mind if we never get to the quote unquote next level. Like, we're at the highest level already. I don't need like a piece of paper, or I don't need like a bigger home. I don't need this or that. Like, I'm already in a really good place with the person I love. Like, so, there's that aspect to it. Okay. They already feel at home with you. There's no place I'd rather be. That's what I'm hearing. That's really sweet. I feel like they try to be more like not just a romantic partner to you, but also like your best friend. But sometimes it's hard to be your friend because they just see you as this beautiful unicorn, like this unicorn and rainbow. Oh my goodness. They see you as this like magical being. It's like it intimidates them sometimes. It's overwhelming to them to be friends with a unicorn. It's like they try, I feel like, to like be like a friend, someone you could talk to and just be yourself with, but they sometimes feel like, I don't know, you're too precious, you're too awesome, you're too interesting, you're too cool for school. Wheel of Fortune, I mean, they feel incredibly fortunate to be with you or in your life. Knight of Wands, and they feel even luckier that you find them, that you find them like sexually interesting, like that you're sexually attracted to them, and that you might have pursued them or like kind of played the game with them as well. Like kind of, it wasn't just them, like you also kind of pursue them in a way. The World card, yeah. It's like they're like, yeah, my world ended and a new one begun when I met you. And that's I'm getting like that's the end of the story. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the World card, and the Fates card, like I feel like they just kind of knew. They're like, yep, it's time. It's time for a new life with this person. So they already feel like they don't need this like next level up of a relationship, because that already happened the day they met you. I'm like kind of choking up inside. Like this is so like so much love and so sweet. Like this is like next level. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the reading, and I would love to hear from you if this is your person, if this is the energy you feel back from them, and what the situation is like going on between the two of you. If not, I'd really appreciate a like. It really helps me along with my career goals, which is for this summer, 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, I hope my divine channelings are helping you along with your goals in life, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 717. The Diopside. Let's look at their thoughts and feelings about you right now. We'll look at their thoughts first and then their feelings. So what are their thoughts about you right now? Queen of Fire in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that they're kind of worried a little bit that you don't have as much zeal or desire for the connection, like at least not as much as you did in the beginning, or that's what they think. Okay, never ending story in reverse. Both these cards coming out in reverse. They're kind of worried that you're kind of sick of them, or you're kind of sick of the situation that you two are in. Maybe there's like some financial problems or scheduling issues, being overwhelmed with hours at work or children, or having to take care of a family member, or paying rent on time, or I'm seeing more of those struggles. Some like outside circumstances that may be wearing you down, and they're really worried that you might just be one day just come to them and be like, I can't take this anymore, I want a divorce, or I want to break up, or I need some space, I need a break. So they've been thinking about that in regards to the two of you and your connection. If I could follow you, I could lose everything, and it's in reverse. And they feel like they're thinking like, I chose to be with you no matter what happens. Like, even if we end up on the street, I will follow you. I joined in on this relationship knowing full well that there's a possibility that I could lose everything. My connections with my friends and family, if I have to move, if I have to, lose my job, like, I'll have you in my life, but I could lose everything. And I was willing to give that up. But I'm not sure if you are. So they're kind of worried about that. That even though they're willing to sacrifice a lot of things in their life, they're not sure what your breaking point is. And they feel like they are getting kind of frustrated with them, or frustrated with the lifestyle that you two have, or how hard you have to work, or I don't know, maybe it's the opposite situation. You're staying home from work and it's driving you mad, or you have to take care of the kids more, or something like that. Like something about not being happy with the current day-to-day situation. This love scares me. I'm getting that they're playing over in their mind a time that you told them that you weren't sure how the two of you would pursue your own dreams and passions and careers while managing all these other things. Maybe you two have a business together, a family run business, or families to take care of, or a lot of children, or something like that. Very big responsibilities. Something you told them about, you don't know if you're going to be, if you don't know if you're going to be the kind of person that can take on all these things. Yeah. Do you think about me too? And I feel the same way. Do you think about me too came out in reverse? They don't have to even think about if you're thinking about them, because it's pretty obvious. They're like, it's pretty obvious that you're mad at me. It's pretty obvious that you're irritated at me. And I think this is all in their head though. And like, not completely, like you might be irritated or you might be kind of going through a stressful time, but it might be something completely different than they think. It might be something that they don't know. Or it could be that they're just exaggerating it in their head and you're not mad at them. You're just kind of frustrated with little stupid things. And they are completely taking everything you're experiencing and your behaviors of frustration and anger and being short with them as their fault. And oh man, and because of that, they're starting to get kind of angry back at you, but it's not, you're not mad at them. You're just, maybe it's just like you stubbed your toe or something, or you slammed your finger in the door, or someone cut you off in traffic, or just like little things in your life, and they're like bugging you because of, I don't know, work situation or family situation or friend situation or something else. And like, it's like, yeah, you have normal everyday frustrations going on, but it's not because of them. It's because of like a lot of big things or a lot of little things or something. But I'm getting like you're just normally frustrated and irritated and annoyed, not specifically at them, but just in general. But they're taking it very personally, and they're starting to develop those feelings of irritation, anger, and annoyance towards you because they think that you're exhibiting those behaviors specifically towards them. You see the problem here? Oh no. I want they believe you're a hard worker, but I feel like two nines here. Yeah, something about something is manifesting for you, or something about like you're doing work for yourself, not for us, kind of thing. Like you're doing work so you become better, and I'm doing work for us. Something like that. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like I'm giving, and you're taking, but like the time and energy and money I spend is on us, and the time, energy, and money you spend is on you. And so they're feeling like they're starting to feel things are unbalanced in this connection. Oh no. King of Swords. They might talk to you about this soon, or they might have brought it up recently. Okay, so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you right now? Messenger of Air. Okay, and I fell on this King of Swords. So they're about to talk to you about something, about how they've been feeling. They're about to open up to you about some feelings. The Tribe. They're like, just me and you. Forget the family. Forget the coworkers and everyone else. Just me and you. Can I talk to you about something? Oh man. So how are they feeling? What are they bringing up? Anxiety. So I feel like they were feeling anxious about something, but then they decided to get even. Like they were anxious that you were going to leave them, or that you were being fed up with the routine that you two have, or I don't know, something like that. And then they started to get even. They're like, oh, they're mad at me for this. Well, I'm going to be mad at them for that, and then their anxiety started going away because they started like pushing back, even though, oh no, this is a mess. It's a good thing they want to talk to you. Okay, don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want you because I do. Yeah. So I feel like there hasn't been enough communication here. I mean, it's kind of clear because it, like, you definitely have some emotions going on, but it might be something outside of the relationship, but you haven't been really telling them about that. You might have been, I mean, it's no fault of yours. You might be too exhausted, or you don't really have the time, or, you know, there's just too much on your plate and you were going kind of crazy. And it's like you just needed some sanity, moments of sanity, and you could barely have time for that, let alone explain to other people what's going on, which would make you more insane. But I feel like this is like you're gonna have to make time to explain to them soon, because I mean, if you don't, they definitely are going to talk to you, because there's a lot going on that they're misinterpreting. I keep a close eye on your social media. So if you two haven't been talking so much, they have been checking up on you to see what's been going on, try to figure out, you know, play the investigative role and be like, okay, what's going on? Why are they mad at me? What's irritating them? You know. And I'm getting that they're not solving the puzzle right. They're not picking up the right situations, the right reasons for your emotions. And that's emotions for you. They're not always rational. And it's hard to know why someone's feeling some way. You know, it could be you, or it could be something that happened 10 years ago that just randomly came up in their mind. It could be that person that rudely cut them off 10 minutes ago that you didn't see. So you never really know why someone's feeling the way they are, right? And unless you kind of talk to your person, they're just going to be left guessing, and they're going to guess wrong most of the time. Okay. Never assume, right? Okay, so how do they feel about you? They feel like the two of you haven't had a chance to kind of just play, have fun, exchange energies, you know, just kind of hang out for a while. There's been, yeah. It's like we're good conversationally. We're good with, we're good with, speaking about emotions, speaking about our future plans, speaking about what's going on with us. But I feel like lately we've been overburdened or something. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? 10 of Swords, yeah, 10. We have the 2 9s, and then we have the 2 10s. So something's completing in this connection. Something's growing and expanding, and I think that's why there's like a lack of communication between the two of you, because the relationship is about to grow and evolve from this conversation that you two will have soon. It's not like the most serious thing, or most like life-changing, relationship-changing thing. It's a very casual conversation about like what's been going on with your life and what's been going on with their life, and it's just like you two needed to catch up, you know, with each other. King of Cups, yeah, the King of Swords, the King of Cups here. Like, things are good between the two of you. It's just recently things have just kind of died. Like, they've been kind of waiting to let things die down because there's just too much going on. How do they feel about you? My vow to you is true. So they're like, I said from the get-go, like, I will follow you no matter what. Like, I promised you that, and I will stand by that promise. nurture your creative energy, but there's like a blockage in the flow between the two of you. You two need to play together. You two need to be creative together, whether that's in the bedroom, whether that's on a date, whether that's just in conversation. You two kind of need that. You need to nurture each other's creative energy, inspire each other, be there for each other, and in another way than just someone you can rely on to deal with your day-to-day responsibilities, or to, do the bare minimum upkeep, for the relationship. You need to kind of invite the divine in each other, invite the creative energy, nurture that creative energy in each other. So they're feeling kind of neglected, maybe a little bit, that they haven't had your love and support. This is their inner child coming out, like, where is mommy and daddy? Why aren't they helping me, play more? Like, why aren't they giving me my crayons and, playing with me? Or like, why aren't they looking at my painting and telling me I did a good job, like, and stuff like that. So their inner child is looking for attention, and their adult version of them understands that you might be going through a stressful time or have a lot on your plate right now in terms of hours and money and responsibilities. But the great thing about this is that they're also reminding you to kind of take breaks more and to have a little bit more fun. And it's like the inner child, it's like sometimes it's not rational, like, like they don't understand why mommy and daddy need to work, they just feel like, why aren't they playing with me, So their inner child is really coming out, and they need it and you need it too. So you can see that it's just like you two have kind of maybe fallen behind a little bit on catching up with each other. And that's all this is here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment, and let me know if you resonate with this message, if it holds true for you, and if not with the person that you were thinking of, if it holds true for you individually, if it holds true for you with someone else in your life. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's like not the person you're thinking about, but someone else with this energy, because sometimes like it's just like a major energy in your life that comes through, and whether it's through the person you're thinking about, who's like the most important person in your life, or the person you prioritize, or if it's someone else that's very important in your life, like Spirit doesn't care. They will bring, if this is the energy you need to know, they will bring it through someone close to you, someone important to you, physically or energetically. All right, so I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 808 with the Hematite. Let's look at their thoughts and feelings about you. We'll start with what they're thinking about you. Okay. Two of Fire. Okay, what direction are we going? Peace in reverse. Okay, so they're a little worried. Let's see why. Words do hurt. Okay, so I feel like there's some exchanges that happened between the two of you, and they're not sure where things are gonna go from now on, because it's obviously like things are unsettled between the two of you. There's like healing that needs to be done, and it's kind of weird because both of you weren't expecting this turn of events in the connection. I dream about you a lot, too much. Yeah, they're dreaming about you a lot, and they're gonna dream about you even more coming up the next like week, 2 weeks, few weeks from when you watch this, because they're unsettled in their soul. this was an unexpected turn of events. Maybe things were going in one direction and now things are completely upside down. They're really confused because they feel like they were following their heart, following the light. They felt like they knew every step of the way between the two of you. I still don't have all the answers. Yeah. I feel like both of you are about to manifest something in the relationship and the connection, and then it completely went bust. I feel like you are on the path to a serious commitment or a marriage or something of that sort. It feels like you thought about it a lot. You definitely thought that's the path that the two of you were going on. Four of Pentacles. They're thinking that it's not so stable. The two of you don't have a real good stable foundation for that yet. Queen of Wands in reverse. They feel kind of like fooled almost, that maybe you're leading them in the wrong direction. What does that mean? Five of Swords, yeah. They really disagree with what your plans for the connection were, and they didn't realize that this is the path that you were leading them down, or they knew that you had a long-term commitment or marriage or something of that high level of commitment in mind. But they were just kind of looking at the next step between the two of you and the next step after that, but they weren't really seeing that you had more clarity. You could see down the road much further. And they didn't realize they were following you on to that path. Ooh, okay, so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? And they feel kind of like, I don't know, you like not lied to them, but you kind of deceived them. Queen of Air, okay. That you're very strict, very bossy. You kind of use your feminine prowess to kind of lure them in, or if you're a male, you kind of use your sensitive and kind, nurturing energies to kind of lure women into the path that you want. But I read for like more feminine energies. I usually have the viewer on this side and the person that you're picking the pile for on the right side. So the more feminine energy I usually read for, because you're listening to tarot, so you're probably intuitive. But it could always be whatever side you resonate with more. Yeah, they feel like you're kind of being a seductress, seducing them into a path that they weren't aware of. But I feel like they're putting it on you too much when they had the capability to like ask you or look ahead or see, pay more attention or be more proactive. I feel like they think you were being shady, but you weren't. I feel like you're very honest with what direction you wanted the connection to go in, and and because they weren't paying attention, they were looking down on the road, or just like a foot or two or ahead of them, that they didn't realize the destination was coming up sooner than they realized. But at any point they could have looked ahead. At any point they could have asked you where you two are in the relationship, or gave a F or something. So now they're making you out to be like manipulative and seductive and shady. But I think they're just mad at themselves for walking down this path and not asking any questions, and just blindly following you and blindly walking down this path. Okay. Just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. So they're kind of like, they kind of acknowledge that this anger and these fighting words kind of come from a place of being mad at themselves, not, paying attention more. So they don't want you to go away or give up on them. Just give them a little bit of time to kind of figure out what they are. My nerves have been getting the best of me. It came out on my wrist. It came up on my nerves. So I feel like that's like the truth, the honest truth. That it's just a lot of fears coming up. It's overwhelming that the finish line is like so close, and so they just like need to adjust. They just need to come to the reality of the situation, and their nerves are getting the best of them. Yeah, they might be freaking out a little bit, getting cold feet, all that kind of stuff. Telepathically communicate with me, but it came out in reverse. They're like, don't try to talk to me too much. Don't try to influence me, because they're gonna take it the wrong way. So they're like, give me just give me some space. I'll adjust once I can like wrap my head around the fact that we're like on this path. And once they come to terms with all this, like they'll be ready. But they just can't think that you manipulated them into this. Like they need to know that they made this choice, Okay, so how do they feel about you? I miss our friendship. So I do think that they wish they could talk to you about this, but they really feel like they need to figure this out on their own. How do they feel about you? I'll cross oceans for you. They're like, yeah, I'm willing to do anything for you. When it comes to love, like I'll take a bullet for you, but say the word marriage or wedding or contract or wedding licenses or wedding rings or anything like that, and they're running, out the door, or they're jumping out of their bodies. Like, so it's kind of that feeling like, I'll do anything for you because I actually genuinely love you. But there's just something about that word that will make me jump out of my skin. So they just need to get comfortable with the idea. And they can't have you involved as they get comfortable with the idea, because then their mind will play tricks on them, and they'll say that like you force them down this path or something, and they'll resent you for it, and they won't actually know if they made the decision or if they were just coerced into making that decision. So all these things. And if it's not marriage, it's like whatever the next big thing for the two of you is, and the thing that you wanted to work on in the relationship. Okay. I'm making my way back to you. Yeah, see, so they just needed to come around to it in their own way, in their own time. How are they feeling about you? Happiness. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Deep down, they're kind of happy you led them down this way because they're like, thank God someone knows what's going on in our relationship, and thank God someone is leading us down the right path, and thank goodness I'm with a really strong woman or really strong man who is passionate about growing and evolving our relationship and putting us on the right path and know what to do and taking the right steps. And deep down they're happy to be with you and to go down this path, but they just didn't realize that they were, you know? So just give them a second to realize that they need to thank you, that they're grateful for this, and that they're happy, and that's why they kept walking down this path. And in their heart of hearts, this is actually what they want, or something similar to it, and that they are making this decision of their own volition. Okay. Let's pull some more cards about how they feel about you. The Sun card, yes, he's so happy. They're so happy. And it came out in hand, like the happiness card came out face down. Like, they might not admit it to you right this second because they still have to like catch up with themselves and the situation between the two of you. But they are so stupid happy. I'm getting stupid happy to be with you, to have you in their life, to have you kind of guide the way recently. Happy ending. I'm getting. Okay. Oh, the reunion card. Okay, so you can expect a reunion after they done some healing and some, checking in with themselves, updating themselves. 5 of Cups. I'm getting the regret and the resentment will pass. They'll actually be happy that they didn't miss out on this opportunity with you. Okay, the Empress, yeah. So I'm getting that's your energy, the Empress, like with this Queen of Wands. They didn't realize how powerful of a manifester you are, and that that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a very amazing thing. How when you figure out something that's for not just your highest best good, but the highest best good of everyone involved, you move mountains, you make things happen, and you're not doing anything intentionally negative. You're not doing anything selfishly or secretively. You just kind of unintentionally walk down a path that you feel is good for you and good for the connection. And you're a powerful manifester, and it's because you're so divinely connected. Hanged Man, yeah. And they're asking you, please don't give up on me. I would do anything for you. You make me extremely happy. I'm making my way back to you. Please wait for me. What does Spirit have to say about that? What is Spirit's advice for you in this connection? Follow my lap. Let your faith be renewed. Yeah, because I feel like this kind of argument, it was really not fun. They were really pushing against this, and you might have been really heartbroken. You might have been crying. You might have been like upset that, things didn't work out between the two of you. You don't know why things went so wrong. You don't know if you can trust this person if they say they're going to come back because, of everything that kind of happened because, they woke up one day and realized that you two were headed down this relationship goal you had for the two of you. So Spirit's like, let your faith be renewed if you can. And with Spirit's advice for them and this connection in general. Don't lose faith in the situation. Oh my goodness. So like, let your faith be renewed and don't lose faith in the situation. Yeah, so it'll work out. It'll be fine. And one more last card. Page of Swords. There's excitement in the air, a pep in your step. You're bursting with ideas and boundless curiosity, ready to begin a new adventure in which you're eager to share what's on your mind. Yeah. So I feel like someone is holding back in communication, preferring to stand on the sidelines and observe as they gain the courage to speak their truth. Have patience and compassion. Communication doesn't always come easily to all. So yeah, Spirits are just really asking you that they are very excited, they're very happy, they're very much in love with you, but they just need to get their stuff together. You have this very strong Empress energy, Queen of Wands, like, you know, you're a powerful manifester, you know what you want, you're really secure in who you are and who you choose as a partner. And not everyone is as good at figuring this kind of stuff out as you are with emotions and relationships and relationship goals. So just give them a second to catch up with you. You are very advanced in this kind of stuff, so you might want to give them a break on this. Like, I doubt they'll give you this much trouble with bigger relationship goals in the future. They're just literally catching up with themselves. And I feel they will. All right. So I hope you enjoy this reading. If it resonated, I'd love to hear your story. I gain my wisdom of relationships from the many types of relationships I've had. And I feel like I've had one of each kind. So, like, in order to be a tarot card reader or spiritual consultant in specifically love and, you know, many other things too, but I digress. But also from listening to all of you, and, you know, I had a period of time before I became a tarot card reader for like a decade where like thousands and thousands of people would just come up to me and have random conversations with me and tell me about their life story. So I gained my wisdom through people, through real life experiences, through real people like you, really beautiful souls like you. And I take that wisdom and I pass it on to others. And yeah, I hope my channel messages are also helping you with your relationship goals and your life goals in general. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.